Good morning! It is now day 2. I got up bright and early so I could get ready for extra magic hours. I slept very well, it was very comfortable, but I woke up at 3 AM French time, and then I managed to drift off back to sleep and got maybe another hour, but I'm up now, I'm ready to go. I'm going to show you my t-shirt because I love it, and you won't see it for the rest of the day because it'll be under a sweatshirt. So let's see that first. It's obviously the most important thing that you need to see. So I got this in Disney World and I'm obsessed with it, that I just can't. I think it's hilarious. So wearing this underneath, and now I will show you my full outfit. So today is my first time at Avengers Campus, so I've gone with a Marvel sweatshirt. I got this on sale for like £9 on Shop Disney, and I was like, this is perfect, it's colourful. Only thing, it's got a little bit of a polo neck kind of effect. Don't like that, but we'll roll with it. We're gonna make it work. I'm also very excited because today is my Patreon park day. So over on my Patreon page, I had polls for 5 days for different elements of things I could do today, and the votes have been cast, and I'm very excited to head out and experience it all. It sounds like a fantastic day. There should possibly be a chance of rain in the afternoon. I'm hoping it's not too bad and we'll just roll with it. The thing I'm mainly worried about is trainers. Trainers getting wet are no fun. But apart from that, I'm ready. I've got an umbrella, I've got a waterproof coat, we're all ready. The great thing about the Studios Park, which is where I'm heading today, is the fact they've got lots of shows, so you can go indoors if you need to, so that's going to be fantastic. And yeah, I just cannot wait. I'm so excited to go to Avengers Campus. I've not seen it yet. Unfortunately, apparently the walkabouts and the shows have been stopped temporarily for a couple of months, and I really hope that isn't the case because I think that's what really makes that land stand out. So fingers crossed we will get to see some of that. But tonight, the thing I'm most excited for is Avengers Power the Night. Now this premiered on Saturday, it's now Monday, it's just launched. It's this brand new Marvel Avengers drone show, 500 drones. It sounds incredible, so I cannot wait for that tonight. But we've got the whole day ahead. First time in Studios Park, first time seeing Avengers Campus, lots of new firsts for dining today. First time seeing this drone show. So many firsts, all in one day, so I cannot wait, so let's get going. So I'm just on the walk now, it's 8 o'clock, and I thought there would be more people, honestly, because the park opens at 8:30, that's when you can go in, and people normally start queuing way ahead of time, but it is now Monday, so it's no longer a weekend, so I do wonder if it will be quieter in general, so that'll be interesting to see today. Today it is much warmer than yesterday. This time yesterday it was -3, and at the moment it's now 3. It's supposed to go up to 8 today, so much warmer. I've gone with 3 layers. Thought not gonna do the 4 or 5 layers like yesterday. 3 layers will be okay. So hopefully that's all good. Feeling fine at the moment, so fingers crossed. Like I say, the downside is it may rain. The ground is wet, it's obviously rained overnight, but hopefully it won't be an all-day thing. I'll kind of be on and off showers. So as part of my Patreon Park Day, the first decision was which park to do extra magic hours in, and I'm so excited that we picked this park, but also specifically to try and get on WEB Slingers. Yesterday I was looking at the park times, great times, and it was about 85 minutes in the day. So let's see, getting here at Park Open during extra magic hours, how long it takes to get on WEB Slingers. So it's now started raining, so I'm gonna hot foot it over to WEB Slingers. I'm not gonna stop, I'm going straight there, and then I'm gonna see how long it takes to get on it. Very excited, first time on WEB Slingers. It's going to be exciting just to actually see Avengers Campus. This part of the park has been closed for years, and now it's going to feel more like a whole park again, so I'm very excited for that. And of course next year you have the Frozen expansion, so hopefully this park will keep growing because it is very small, but I'm looking forward to seeing how Avengers Campus has fleshed it out. No construction walls, that is the main thing to see. Since I've been coming back post-pandemic, this has always been walled off, so to see it now, actually as a land again, is exciting. Yesterday I was talking about the Disney Dash, and I'm doing the Disney Dash today, but I think it'll be worth it. There's not lots of people in the park, so hopefully the queue won't be that long. it's so cool just seeing everything. And I haven't really looked at maps or anything. I've deliberately tried to not see what Avengers Campus is going to be like, and it looks great already. And we're heading straight up to WEB Slingers now. It looks so cool, can't wait. So the other great thing about WEB Slingers is there is a single rider queue, and as a single solo traveller, totally get taking advantage of this.
Comment ça va? Je suis Peter Parker. Ici chez Web, on a accès à une super technologie, comme le vibranium du Wakanda ou ce fluide extraterrestre dément. On a les particules de Pym et Star Trek. Ok, au revoir. Spider-Man?
As you may have noticed, the Spider-Bots are multiplying and consuming everything in sight. Unless Spider-Man can stop them, they will destroy the entire Avengers Campus. J'active les protocoles de niveau 2.
Salut, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Vous avez un problème d'arachide? Je vais vous aider.
Tu vois, super. Le risque à atteindre le niveau danger exponentiel. Tu as peut-être besoin d'aide. Et si j'appelle les Avengers?
Pas de panique, les amis. Je vais régler ça. Chérine, prépare les véhicules Slingers.
C'est comme si c'était fait.
Allez tous vers les Slingers et on fera équipe pour empêcher les Spider-Bots de détruire le campus. Un jeu d'enfant.
Okay, we have a plan. Head to the Slinger vehicles and we'll team up to sling webs and stop the Spider-Bots before they destroy the Avengers Campus. We need your help. There's no time to do that.
Okay, didn't understand any of that presentation, but I'm just going to do the action that Spider-Man does and hope for the best.
Attention à la marche. Utilisez toutes les places disponibles. Asseyez-vous.
So WEB Slingers was amazing. I loved it so much. I think I got 210,300. No, that's not how you say that. 210. Yeah, that is right. I got a lot, I think. So that was so exciting. It's 3D, which is really, really cool. And even though it's kind of like motion, it didn't make me feel ill like a simulator could, which was really, really good. It was so much fun. It's kind of like a cross between Toy Story Mania, and if you've ever been to not Disneyland, Legoland, and done Ninjago, kind of a mixture between those two. But my arms are killing me. Definitely need to do arm day before you come to Disneyland Paris. It's now my first time looking in the shop. Love that you can buy these Spider-Bots. But surely by this point, your arms are knackered, they're your mortal enemy. These are pretty cool. My uncle is a massive Spider-Man fan, so he would love this shop. There is so much cool Spider-Man merch, and yeah, I absolutely love it. I love that there's also a lot of like interactive toys, which is really cool. As far as I can understand, these interact with the ride, so if you're a massive fan and you come regularly, this is a really cool thing to enhance your experience. Love that there's Avengers Campus spirit jersey. So right opposite from the gift shop is Flight Force. It looks super cool. You have the Avenger up there. But I don't think I'm going to go on this because, you know, a fast coaster in the dark going up to down definitely makes me feel ill. But the building is very impressive. Interestingly, there were rumours that this was going to be shut in January for additional theming to be put into the ride itself. The queue is supposed to be incredible, but the ride, some people have said it's a bit lacklustre for the effects in the actual ride, but that hasn't come to fruition. It hasn't had any dates announced for it to close. It's obviously open right now, so it's interesting that, are they doing it, are they not doing it? I suppose we'll see in the future. And next to the shop you also have the training centre. This is where you can do your meet and greets. You do have to get a virtual place in the queue at 10 or 2 PM, so I am going to try that today and see if I'm successful. So to get on WEB Slingers in the single rider queue, I literally went straight to the show before the actual ride and then waited maybe 2 minutes, so very worth doing that if you can. The ride wait time for single rider now is 5 minutes and the main queue is 25 minutes. So doing single rider first thing in the morning is definitely the way forward. But I think I'm going to go again because I enjoyed it so much. Okay, I enjoyed this so much, I'm going again. But I probably will have to start spacing out because my arms are going to be dead. I won't be able to hold the camera. But it's just excellent.
Translation device to help you better enjoy the presentation.
see the main queue theming, so what I think I might do is another day also do this park for extra magic hours and try and do the main queue instead of the single rider queue.
Welcome to WEB. I'm Sharon, the artificial intelligence that keeps this place running smoothly. Thanks to funding from Tony Stark, the brilliant young minds here are creating cutting-edge tech. So today, you can sling webs like Spider-Man. Claire, il y a un petit problème.
Enfin, si vous voulez lancer une toile, c'est simple comme bonjour. Vous tendez juste les bras dans la direction que vous voulez et le tour est lancé, c'est cool. Ok, la journée porte ouverte est annulée.
Are you okay?
Et je crois que j'ai besoin d'aide.
C'est moi compliqué.
Cheryl, prépare les véhicules Slingers.
C'est comme si c'était fait.
Allez tous vers les Slingers et on fera équipe pour empêcher les speederboats de détruire le campus.
So both time as a single rider, I've gone straight into the next presentation. So it's definitely worth doing if you're a solo, getting these single rider queues, because it makes sense because you're on your own. Also, it cuts down the queue wait time, which is fantastic. I'm going to try and film on this one. I don't know how successful it'll be because I'm not going to use any hands, but we'll see.
They'll help you find all those rampant spider bots.
Single.
Attention à la marche. Utilisez toutes les places disponibles. Asseyez-vous et mettez ces lunettes de ciblage Web Vision. Elles sont très élégantes.
Merci, bon courage pour la mission.
They made everyone.
Salut. Je suis vraiment content de vous voir.
WEB Slingers I did much worse because my arms were so tired. I was just too weak to do it. But I would say there are different spider bots that are like luminescent, and I think you get more points if you hit them. What I did like about the game is it was quite easy to get points. It's not one of those really frustrating games where you're like, oh gosh. So it's so much fun. I absolutely loved it. A great addition. I had a little look around and got the layout and know where Pin Kitchen is, Stark Factory. So absolutely loving it. Just seen Spider-Man. So it's amazing so far. So I have done WEB Slingers, not going to go on Flight Force, and the restaurants are currently shut, so I'm going to head back into the Studios Park now. It is raining, so I'm not sure what rides will be open, but let's go have a see. Something I would say is that Avengers Campus is pretty small. When they have these walkabouts and shows, I think that really brings life to the place, so I'm hoping that we do get to see some of that later, because as I say, I've been on the ride, so now I'm just going to go to the rest of the park, because I think they are the key, they are the heart, they are what makes it unique, so I really hope we get to see that later. It's now 9, so coming up to the end of Extra Magic Hours, and WEB Adventure is already 55 minutes, whereas Flight Force 5 minutes. Tower of Terror is 35 minutes. A lot of the rides in Toy Story Playground are just 5 minutes, which is fantastic. Gosh, she's 17, we always know that's popular. I would say if you do want to go on any of the rides in Avengers Campus, then definitely do extra magic hours if you are staying at a Disney hotel, because you get on it much quicker. That queue time's only going to go up and up and up today, so definitely worth doing it. Even in extra magic hours, it's 55 minutes, which is super long, so definitely do that if you are wanting to go on any of those rides, because they're well worth it, but the queue wait times are a bit long. At the moment it's that very irritating fine rain drizzle, so I'm hoping that the bad weather will get out of the way now, and then this evening the drone show will go ahead, because obviously bad weather or heavy wind, things like that, they wouldn't be able to do it. So I'm hoping, let's get the bad weather out of the way now, and then we can have the show tonight. It might be raining, but I think I'm going to try and do the parachute drop.
C'est votre heure de gloire, bien sûr les filles. En avant, exception.
Oh, okay, I don't like it. Okay. Oh no no no. Oh no 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 no. Oh my god, no 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 no. Oh, I don't like it. Oh. Okay, the coming down bit's much better than the going up bit. Oh no 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 no. Oh. Okay, why am I doing this to myself? This is really frightening. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. Okay, coming back to Earth, much more enjoyable. I'm normally okay on this ride, but for some reason the height really frightened me. Also, my hand shaking. I normally really like that one, and I don't know why for some reason this time the height freaked me out, and I was like, oh my god, I can't. I had to keep closing my eyes. The coming down bit though, lovely. So I think I'm going to head over to Ratatouille now. I think the queue probably will be quite long because it's indoors. So everything here in Toy Story Playground is outdoors, which is why I think the queues are short. So go over to Ratatouille, have a little look at the shop, and then I think I'm going to have some breakfast that I brought with me. So I stopped and just had some breakfast, and I've just been to the bathrooms, and it's something I have noticed is recently, well this visit, the bathrooms have not been as pristine as before. Yesterday in Disneyland Park I went in and there were some dirty toilets. Today the toilet roll dispenser thing had been knocked off the wall, so there was no toilet roll in there. And there was no hand soap, you had to keep going along the wall. And I think having gone to Disney World, where they're so on top of everything, little things like that, like no soap dispenser that has any soap in it, you really notice. But apart from that, that's the only thing I've noticed. Like, I really love Disneyland Paris. It's so charming, so beautiful. And of course it's different to Disney World because it is a different park, it's a different country, different culture, but it has so much charm. So very much enjoying it, but that's the one thing I've noticed that it hasn't been quite so Disney. Because I've literally just eaten, I'm not going to go on Ratatouille straight away. That ride I tend to be fine on, but a few times I have felt a bit sick. Typically it's because I'm hungry, but I'm thinking if I've just eaten that might not be the best idea either. So I think I'm going to head over to Cars Road Trip and have a little ride on that, and then hopefully it should be time for some shows. As I was checking the app for show times, they've now put up the time for Avengers Power the Night tonight. So the park shuts at 7 and that's going to be happening at 6:45. Yesterday it was happening at 9 PM, which was park closed for this. 6:45 is more my time because I'm an old, but it's interesting that it's starting before the park shuts. And I think it takes about 15 minutes. I'm assuming they want everyone to get out as quick as possible. But I'm just hoping that the weather improves and that it can go ahead. The great thing about Cars Road Trip is it fits lots and lots of people on it. So if you're ever wanting a ride where the queue should be more minimal, this is the one to come to. So that was a cute little ride. I didn't film on it because I was sat next to people and I was like at the end where you can't really see as much. So it was super fun, but it is interesting to see. Last year, all of my trips as a solo rider, they would try and still give you your own row, things like that, especially at the moment because there was like no queue. But this time they are putting as many people into each row as possible. So even if you're in groups of 2 or 3, they would add another couple of people into your row. So that is an interesting development to see. So it seems like pre-COVID times have come back here. Disney World, they were still kind of giving me my own row, so it's interesting to see the differences. So I've just come from Cars Road Trip and I've booked the Marvel Superhero Experience. You join a virtual queue. My estimated wait time at the moment is 107 minutes. So I think I've chosen one where you don't know who you're going to meet, so that should be quite interesting. But you could also pick Spider-Man. So the first thing on my Patreon Park day was to do extra magic hours here and do WEB Slingers, so I'm so glad that I did that and I got to ride it twice, which is fantastic. One of the other options was picking a show, and the show that was picked was Dream Factory, the Disney Junior Dream Factory. I love that show and I'm hoping to go to that a little bit later, but I am going to go to Frozen first, I think, just because you can get out of this weather, and I've never actually seen that. Every time I've been here it's been shut, so let's try that and then hopefully we can do those shows back to back. I've just had a look at the app to look at the ride wait times in both parks. Now this park, the ride wait times are always much higher because it is a smaller park, so naturally there's fewer places for people to disperse and rides to go on, so those queues do get much longer. But in Disneyland Park it's between 5 and 15 minutes for kind of all the rides, so it definitely shows that it being a weekday and also raining, it really does affect the wait time. So I might head over there later today, but yeah, I'm just going to play it by ear. I've got still lots of things to do in this park, so let's go and do some shows first. We're going to get some food later, some new dining, lots of new dining in Avengers Campus, which is very exciting. So yeah, still lots to do. So Frozen is completely full, so I won't be doing that. Instead I think I might quickly go and look at some shops and then go to the first showing of Disney Junior Dream Factory of the day. I absolutely love this jacket. It is so nice. It is about €70, but it's just so nice. This is a pretty cool mug. Guys, is this an ashtray? I haven't seen an ashtray in about a decade. Is it an ashtray? No. I do love seeing all of these different Marvel ears. I've never seen any of these before, so it's very cool. I always love coming into this shop because they have a really big Star Wars section and there's loads of cool merchandise, including this top that I keep seeing and I absolutely love. This shop also has way more Marvel in it now, which makes absolute sense, and I love this jumper. I keep seeing this everywhere. This is really cute too. One thing I would say is it would be good if there was more indoor seating areas at Disneyland Paris, because obviously being in France, where in the winter it can be either very, very cold, snowing, rain, things like that, there are very few places you can actually go indoors and sit down. So I think I'm going to try and head over to Disney Dream Factory. Now you do get in, let in a little early, so hopefully it won't be too long a wait, because my foot definitely needs a rest now. So getting to see an amazing show and having a rest is the perfect combination. So I'm going to head over there now, and yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. I think the shows are getting very full because of the weather, so maybe going over a bit early is a good idea, because I should definitely be able to get into this one.
That's why
So Disney Junior Dream Factory is always so cute. I love it. It's just so fun and energising and uplifting. It was great as always. Sadly, the bubbles that have the smoke in them weren't working. I do love is at the end of the show. The last time I was here, they shot like felt balls at your face. It was really frightening because no one was expecting it. And now they've changed it to shiny ticker tape. So I love that every time I come, it's something different and you don't know what to expect. So that is 2 things that we have already done from the Patreon Park Day selections. And the next one is going to be where I eat. So we're going to go for somewhere in Avengers Campus. And the winner was Stark Factory, which is the new quick service location. So I'm going to head over there now. I'm very excited. People have said it's really good. I'm quite hungry now, so it's going to be the perfect timing. So let's go and see what Stark Factory is like. So I've got a bit of a controversial take. Now that I've come to Avengers Campus, I would say that there's not much here to do. And I think it's because obviously we aren't having the walkabouts and shows because of the weather. And I think that would make a massive difference. I have to say WEB Slingers is probably my favourite ride in this park now. But with 2 rides and a few dining locations, that's kind of all it is. I'm going to do the hero experience later where you get to meet characters. So I think that will be quite cool. But it's not... It doesn't bring lots and lots to the park. I think it's super cool, it's amazing, but this park's always suffered from having not enough to do really to keep people entertained. And it's a great expansion, it's absolutely needed, but is it going to knock your socks off and suddenly make this park skyrocket in the ranking of Disney parks? I don't think so. So we're going to get out of the rain, we're going to start back to lunch.
Please assemble there as soon as possible for further instructions.
So I am now here in Stark Factory. The decor is really cool and there's actually a few different rooms. There's loads and loads of seatings, and definitely check out all the rooms because they're differently themed. So after I've eaten, I'm going to have a little tour and hopefully show you what it's like. I've gone for the vegan pasta. I assume it's going to be similar to what you get at Pizzeria Bella Notte, but it was pretty easy. You just walk in, pick up a tray, select what you like, it's already put out for you, and then pay. So it's very quick, very easy, and let's tuck in. It is very similar to Pizzeria Bella Notte. It's like a really rich tomato sauce, which is nice, but it's a massive portion. So if you like pizza and pasta, then this is definitely the place to come because it has quite a few options, reasonable prices for a Disney park, and great flavours. So I'm very much looking forward to looking around because the theming is incredible. So I'm going to hurry up and finish this so I can go and have a look. One of the things I would say is really great about Avengers Campus is it's brought so much dining to this park. This park has always had very few places to eat. You've kind of got Restaurant and Colisée, which is like a quick service place, or Bistro Chez Remy, which is the table service. There was nothing else. So now you have Stark Factory, which is where I am, which is quick service. You have Pim Kitchen, which is a table service buffet, and then you have 3 food trucks. So there's so much more food here now, which is perfect. So it's very nice that the park is now a full park again, and Avengers Campus has brought so much food into the park because it was so desperately needed. So this is the room I was in. They also have one of these drink machines, which is absolutely perfect. Got a window. They also have a microwave, I'm not sure why, but maybe for baby food? Sure. But this was my room. head my way to the Heroes Training Centre so I can now do my meet and greet. On my way over there, Iron Man is now out. This is very cool. This is what I was hoping. Seeing the heroes walking around like this is exactly what I was hoping, and it is amazing. But I have to get to the Heroes Training Centre, so I'm going to head there, and hopefully when I come out there'll be more people out and about. So I am now in the Hero Training Centre. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm very excited to go in, so let's see what happens. I know that you can buy your photos here. I don't know if you can take your own, but let's go and see. I have no idea what to expect.
Hello. How's it going?
Good to see you. I'm excited to be here.
Alright. Tell me, it's your first time in the campus?
I know, I haven't been. I've been waiting all this time. It's
Alright, well, welcome
it's
to the
very impressive.
Center. So this is actually where we train and get ready for the next mission. How about some great training?
Yes, that'll be amazing.
You ready?
Yes, that'll be good.
Alright. One step forward.
Okay.
And come and dance. Good job. Dance, good punch. Good. And last. Alright, all right, shots.
This is great.
Impressive.
I'm all ready to take on the world now.
Good, awesome. We have to do the final mission now.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Alright. We need my best pose just before they start cameras and hold it for at 5 tickets.
Okay, perfect.
Ready?
Good. Yes.
What you have in mind for super pose?
I don't know, maybe like this.
Alright.
Good.
That's cool.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright.
Amazing.
So they're ready to me.
It's been so good. So nice to meet you.
Congratulations. Nice to meet
Perfect.
you. You completed training, so you know what that means.
Can I join the Avengers now?
You are.
That's
You're on my team. Congratulations.
Perfect.
I'm really proud of you.
I'm very excited. This is a good day.
Yeah.
I'll remember this day.
Of course. A pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'll see you the next mission together, alright?
Thank
Okay.
you. This is brilliant. I had so much fun at the Heroes Training Centre. I really liked that I picked the experience where you don't know who you're going to meet, so it's a surprise, which is really fun. I got to meet Falcon. It was so good. He teaches you different moves, how to be an Avenger. And then at the end they have the 180-degree photo. So I have bought the little video because it was really cool. You get to learn some poses, have a little chat, and that was such an amazing interactive experience. I absolutely loved it. So definitely make sure you do that. It is virtual queue only at 10 AM or 2 PM, then you get a return time. Super easy to do. Hello. Oh, that was amazing. This is what I was expecting Avengers Campus to be like. It's come alive now the weather's brightened up. It's really come alive and I love it. We've had Thor and now here's Loki. It's quite funny because if you want to get photos with them, you have to almost be quite pushy because it's like seeing a celebrity. They've come out, loads of people crowd around them and they're all trying to get photos. It's really funny. This morning when I very first arrived and it was just the 2 rides that were open and I knew the restaurants would open later, I felt like it was a bit lackluster and I was like, oh, I don't know, I was expecting more. But now the characters are out and about, the whole place is alive. Hello, how are you?
Thought I'd make another appearance. Have you had a good day?
I have. I've been to the training. I'm all prepared to be an Avenger.
Very good.
It's all good.
Has it been a successful mission for you?
It has, and I've killed loads of those spider bots.
Very good. And now you've seen me.
It's perfect. Could have had a better day.
Of course. Take care.
Thank you. See, this land is incredible. It's so alive and it's marvellous, honestly. I don't even want to leave. I'm just hanging around. I've literally done everything I need to do and I'm not leaving because I love it.
So great to see you. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. Looks like our time is up, but this was fun. Goodbye. Bye now.
I really love that Disney are now going in this direction with Avengers Campus and Galaxy's Edge, where they're both so interactive because you feel like you're in those universes. It's so exciting. And the great thing is, like I say, I don't want to leave. And there's no need for me to stay. I've eaten here, I've done the character meets, I've been on the ride that I wanted to go on. But you just do not want to leave because it's so alive and buzzy. And I love this, it's so impressive. So I'm so glad that the weather's improved and the characters have been able to come out, because it's made a world of difference. But I feel like there's little shows that I think aren't happening. So it'll be great next time I'm here, maybe they will be back and you'll get even more of an experience. But I am absolutely loving it. I'm quite tempted to go on WEB Slingers again because it was so good. So I'm going to see how long the wait for that is in the single rider queue. And if not, and then I think I'm going to go to the shop and get a few little bits and bobs as mementos. I think this time I'm going to keep it low-key. Marvel joke, low-key, but I'm not going to go mad and maybe get some little things, but let's see how long that lasts by the time I get to the shop. It's 35 minutes for single rider and I think it's well over an hour for the normal queue, so let's just go back to the shop. So this trip I'm trying not to spend so much, and obviously I've already bought 2 Spirit jerseys, so it's not going that well, but I have found a little Avengers Campus magnet which I think I'm going to get. There are so many things that I want, like a spider bot which I don't need but I kind of want. But maybe a little magnet is the way forward because it's cheap, it's small, but it's a nice memento. Like, winter is also out now, which is really exciting. I'm loving to see the characters. There's so many characters in it. So I've been so excited and wandering around and my foot is just like, oh, we're too tired now, so I need to sit down, but there's nowhere to sit, so I had to just sit on a damp piece of stone and we'll deal with the consequences later, it's fine. But I'm just going to have a little rest now. I've just seen Star-Lord and Gamora walk past, so you could absolutely just sit around watching all the characters out and about. It's so fun. And then I don't know if I'm going to do any more rides in this park today. Maybe I will, maybe I don't. I have no plans. I have 2 more things left to check off of my Patreon park day. I'm so excited for these plans. Now one of them is the show tonight, the drone show, which I can't wait for. And one of them is in the other park, so I will have to pop over there. And I'm wondering if the wait times over there are lower today because of the weather and it being a weekday, so that'll be interesting to see as well. So I'm going to have a little rest for a little bit and then maybe pop over to Disneyland Park. Want to leave Avengers Campus. I keep thinking, oh, you've got to go out, and I'm like, no, I want to stay. So I don't know what to do now, but my foot does need a rest. So I don't know whether to go back to the hotel for a bit, come back out for Dream and Shine Brighter, some food, and then see the show tonight, or try and find somewhere to rest for a little bit and then head over to the other park and try some rides over there. It's weird, like today I haven't done lots and lots of rides, but Avengers Campus is killing it. Like, I am obsessed. It's almost like the rest of the park doesn't exist now. I'm just like, this is the way forward. And like I say, if this is the thing that Disney are going for now, having these really interactive lands, there's no other theme park coming anywhere near Disney. So I am blown away. It was excellent. I've just noticed that big tower, that Hollywood Tower Hotel, and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't gone in the shop. And it's one of my favourite shops here. I don't go on the ride so much because it does make me feel ill, but definitely got to go in the shop, so let's have a look. I always like to pop in here and see if there's any new merch. I would imagine probably not, because I don't think they change ride merch that much, but let's see if there's any villain merch or anything like that. Turns out I was wrong, there is new merch. This is very nice. I particularly love this hoodie with the shiny. They also have the lounge ride, that is the Tower of Terror with the characters and the lift doors, which is pretty cool. Still gotta say, loving this hoodie. It is very, very nice. So I think I'm gonna head over to Disneyland Park now. I was thinking about going back to the hotel, but I think once I'd got back there, I'd have maybe an hour, maybe less, before I would have to come back out. So I think I'm gonna go over there and just find places to sit and rest, and then hopefully just stay out. Luckily, because the show's at 6:45, it's not too late. Once I've seen Dream and Shine Brighter and maybe gone on some rides, it'll be time for dinner and then to come back here. So I'm liking it being early. This is good for like nanas like me. I love an early show. There was a really funny moment in Avengers Campus where Star-Lord and Gamora were walking past the windows of Pym Kitchen, and he was like peeking around the corner, and there was a kid who was about 4 just staring at him, no reaction, nothing happening, and then he was trying to get the parents' attention and they weren't paying attention, and it was so funny because he was there for ages, and then eventually the mum was like and then all excited. But it was amazing how the kid was just dead staring like, who is this man? What is he doing? It still looks to be quite a busy day, which is surprising because usually January is like the quietest month. There's no public holidays at the moment, no school holidays, and where it's very cold and some transportation doesn't run in January, or there's limited kind of timings, it's usually quite quiet. So I'm really surprised it being as busy as it is. I've never experienced it like this in January before, and even when I was here in March and November, it was significantly quieter than this. So it's interesting to see if maybe this is kind of like the post-COVID comeback, that maybe when I've been the past couple of times, it still wasn't back to full capacity, even though they could run like usual. Maybe people weren't confident travelling, and maybe they're back. So I don't know, it's very interesting. And because it is not extra magic powers, I can actually go through the main entrance, which is always so impressive. So overnight, the entrance that I came in yesterday and the exit, the usual exit, has been boarded up. And I was literally joking about yesterday how every time you come, it's a different entrance. And it literally is. It's one day extra, and now you've got to go different places. So I'm going to stop by the cable car bake shop and get a coffee. They now do coffee with oat milk, or oat milk and maple syrup, or oat milk and agave. So I'm going to have that and then have a little sit down because my foot is really not happy. So I'm in the cable car bake shop now, and I've got my little oat coffee with maple syrup. It was €5.80 and it's a very small cup, so I think it is super expensive, but we'll see how it is. And I've managed to find the last table, so I'm going to sit here for a while, probably until Dream and Shine Brighter, which is in about an hour, because my feet are screaming like they can't do any more walking. So we need a long sit down, and then we'll be ready for the ride, but also the parade. So I've been looking for this name tag where you can have your name engraved, and I found it, and it looks like it's in Harrington. So after Dream and Shine Brighter, I think I'm going to go there and see if I can get it. So I had a nice long sit down with my coffee, and now it is time to go and do number 4 of my Patreon Park Day picks, and that is to see Dream and Shine Brighter. This is my favourite Disney parade that I've seen in any Disney park. It is so good. It was nice to catch it yesterday, but if you can see it every day of a trip, you're having a good trip. So I'm very excited to go and watch this now. Should be starting in just a few minutes, and let's go and see what spot I can get. So my top tip before Dream and Shine Brighter is make sure you're inside the hub, standing by one of the 4 stages. That way you get the up close of the characters, you see the full show, and the place I like to stand is the hub that are closest to the castle, facing the castle, because then if you take photos or any videos, you get the castle in the background. So it's perfect. I've arrived 10 minutes before the show and I've managed to get a spot, so you don't have to get here ages and ages in advance. So now we are all jazzed up after Dream of Shine Brighter. I'm going to go into Harrington's and hopefully get the cast member name tag. So something I haven't done yet is go and say hello to the dragon. So let's go underneath the castle and say hello to little Maleficent's dragon.
Là, je te rappelle, il faut...
If you are inside the castle, make sure you go up the stairs and look at the stained glass. It is super stunning. It is super beautiful up here, from the carvings to the stained glass windows. It's just beautiful. As a big fan of villains, I love this Maleficent one, and there's some more villains just across the way. They also have the spinning wheel, which is a lovely touch, or a dramatic touch, however you want to look at it, right next to poor Sleeping Beauty. It's just very, very, very beautiful up here and great photo opportunities. Also, if you listen carefully, you can hear these armoured men snoring while asleep. And you can also come outside and get a great view over Fantasyland. So this is so easily missed over, so definitely make sure you go up those stairs and come and take a look at all of this. I'm actually starting to get a little bit hungry, so I might see if there's any rides that have like a 5-minute wait, and if not, I'll head out. If there are, then I'll pop on there and then head out. I think I'm going to go to Annette's for dinner tonight, go and have a nice sit down, and then head back into the Studios Park for Marvel Power of the Night. I haven't been on the carousel, so it has to be done, and I only found out very recently that adults don't have to wear the seatbelt. So for years I've been struggling to strap myself in, and it's that's because it's for kids, not adults. adorable, super charming. I do love these like traditional classic rides. I'm going to head out of the park now to go to Annette's to have some dinner, a nice long sit down. My feet are killing me, and then head over to the Walt Disney Studios Park for the evening. I can't wait to actually see it in the dark, but then also the drone show. I'm so excited. It's happening again! So I am now here at Annette's. Since the last time I was here, they have updated the vegetarian burger, so it's now plant-based patty and vegan cheese. So I'm going to check if the whole thing is vegan, but I'm very, very hungry, so I can't wait to get in. So my burger has arrived. I love that it's got this little celebration thing in the top. It looks incredible. The presentation is so good, and now everything is vegan, which is fantastic. I also remember they have like a kiwi, and I can't remember what it is. It's a kiwi and something sauce. I think it's kiwi and wasabi, which was really, really interesting, but very nice. So I'm very excited to tuck into this. So I cut my burger in half because it's quite big, and I still spilt some down me, and I've stained my little jumper. I'm really upset. But the burger is really, really tasty. There's so many things inside. You also get avocado, you get peppers, you get aubergine. So there's loads of things inside. Rocket, vegan cheese, vegan patty, loads of fries. The kiwi wasabi sauce is really, really interesting. You definitely taste the kiwi flavour, but it's really good. If you love burgers, this is a really good place to come because they specialise in it. They have a really big menu, so if you're eating with people that aren't vegan, there's lots of them. I'm sat by the kitchen, and the salads they make are huge. They look really, really nice. So yeah, Annette's is definitely popular for a reason. It's definitely worth coming. So my dinner at Annette's was really good. I am so stuffed. It was such a big portion, but that's what's really good is it's only a few euro more than having a burger in the parks, but you get much bigger portions. I like that you got loads of vegetables in it. It was very, very tasty. It's nice that it's all vegan now, so that was so handy. It was also nice to sit down. My feet are very happy about that. So I'm gonna head back now into, I was going to say Avengers Campus, but essentially that is what I'm going to do. We all know that's where I'm going. So I'm going to go hang out there until it's time for the show. I don't know what the ride wait times are. I definitely can't be going on any rides right now. Stuffed to the gills. But I'm going to see if I can spot anyone else. I love just hanging out at Avengers Campus, and the sun is starting to set, so I think we could get some really nice photos and videos. So let's go and check it out, and I can't wait for the show tonight. I am so excited. I'm so impressed with drones in general, and I'm so glad we're using them in entertainment. It's so impressive. And when you see delight, the moment that they light up is such a wow moment. So I can only imagine how incredible this is going to be because you've got 500. So I went into Avengers Campus because I thought I'll just sit there, soak up the atmosphere, but it actually closes early because of the drone show. So I found a seat just outside by the Tower of Terror. I'm going to sit here and wait, give my foot a nice rest. I'm in front of the area where you're going to see the drones, so hopefully I'll be able to get a good spot once the show happens, but I'm not going to start standing like an hour in advance. I'll sit here as long as I can and then just find somewhere and see what I can see. And I feel like if it's a really, really fantastic show, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be, I might actually do it again tomorrow night. So I'm so excited. This is my final thing that is on my Patreon Park Day, which was chosen to come and see this drone show, which I'm so happy about because it is just excellent. And the fact that it only premiered 2 days ago, so you're one of the first people to see it, is so exciting. So cannot wait to see it. I know I'm going to be mind blown, and it hasn't even happened yet.
Attention recruits. Today's training protocol is coming to an end. Please proceed to the production courtyard and assemble there to receive a final inspirational message. Thank you.
So as you can tell, time has passed. I had to sit down for the past hour. I'm absolutely freezing, but I was like, it's either hypothermia or I can't walk. So I decided to go with hypothermia. But it's mere minutes now until the drone show, and I am so excited. I don't know where's the best place to stand, so tonight we'll get a good idea of that. And as I say, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to come back tomorrow night. So we'll get a glimpse of it tonight, and then we'll work out where's the best place to stand tomorrow.
To all recruits, thank you for your heroic efforts today. You have shown great courage and determination, but your training cannot be complete without one last special lesson. Because the best way to become a hero is to learn from another hero. Launching special protocol in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
En vérité, je suis Iron Man. Mais vous le saviez déjà, non?
So that was excellent. I absolutely loved it. The drones were incredible. It was so exciting to think what they're going to form. It was amazing, all of the Avengers that they showed. I loved that there was fireworks. I didn't even realise there was going to be fireworks. So that was so exciting. I absolutely loved that. It's such a fantastic show, so I'm definitely going to come back tomorrow and watch it again. I'm going to move further over so that I had a little lighting tower in my way. So tomorrow I'll move over so I'm more central. But that was absolutely amazing. So what an amazing day. I did what I said I wasn't going to do. I did park open till park close, but I've had a fantastic time. I absolutely loved Avengers Campus. When I first arrived and there was just the rides and nothing else going on, I was a bit like, oh, I thought this would be more. But once that weather perked up and all the characters were out, it was incredible. I loved the interactions. It was so fun. Always something going on. I got to see Disney Studios Dream Factory, Dream and Shine Brighter. I finally managed to get the glass cast member name tag with my name engraved on it. I just had a fantastic day. Lots of good food and that drone show. I really enjoyed that. It's kind of short. It's about 10 minutes long, but it packs everything in that you would want, and it's so much fun. It's just really great to have a new nighttime spectacular. So very much enjoyed today. What a day. And thank you so much for my patrons for picking the perfect Patreon park day for me. I've had the best time. So tomorrow I'm just going to see where the day takes me. Got another 2 days in the parks, so I am able to kind of go on those rides I haven't gone on yet, see the shows that I haven't seen, and it's been really nice to kind of have a more relaxed pace and not fit everything in all at once. Tomorrow I'm definitely taking a break though. My foot is not happy. It said, you told us we were not going to be doing this park open to park close, and that's exactly what we've done. But tomorrow we will take it more easy. But thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you are enjoying this series and seeing all the new things I'm experiencing at Disneyland Paris. If you do love vlogs of Disneyland Paris and Disney World and planning videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, I hope you have the most magical day. Bye bye.